Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kirioth and this is Medieval Defenders, and it is, as you can quite clearly and blatantly see, a mobile port that's made it onto Steam. Shocking, I'm sure you'll agree. And having faffed around for a grand total of about, what does it say on Steam? 3 minutes. I have to ask the question, right? I'm not trying to be an arsehole, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, I'm not trying to be unpleasant. Also, by the way, did you see the shop? Yeah. Bit of extra elixirs for upgrades and stuff. Nice. Only $10 dues for 575. But you can spend $50. Jesus Christ. Who would? Oh, also, this is interesting. Do you want more attempts? You can get it for $1. Do you want attempts that restore more quickly? Get it for $5. Do you want to restore your attempts? That'll be $1, please. It is literally just every fucking mobile game ever made. Every pay-to-win nonsense game. Lazily made, you know, no distinct art style, it's just generic as fuck. Everything's just been scaled up, which is why it looks all, like, blurry and undefined and crappy. And I've got to ask the question. Oh, you can gain access to the building ground in exchange for an elixir. So that elixir that we saw you could buy, you have to use those to buy that. Interesting, that, isn't it? That's interesting. I can't see what the towers are, you stupid piece of crap. Who is looking at this, right? This is free, okay? It doesn't cost... Oh my god. It doesn't cost anything. Unless you count the fact that you apparently need to actually buy these spots on certain levels. Probably every level. Who the fuck is buying this? Like, who the fuck is playing this? Who is spending money on it? Who? Who's doing that? It's just a shit tower defense game, right? It's just a garbage tower defense game. There are God knows how many tower defense games. I'm pretty sure Defense Grid 1 and probably Defense Grid 2 is available on Steam. So, why exactly would you get this? Why exactly would you try this? When you find out that this is not free to play, that it is in fact pay to win, why would you touch it? In fact, why would you look at this? Because it showed what this game looked like on the store page. It's not like it was hidden from you. It clearly displays the fact that this is just some like mobile port shit. Why would you bother playing this game? Now, I know that it's probably going to come across as very sort of very PC master race, very only plebs would play such a thing. But I'm genuinely staggered that this is a thing that people would actually go for, and it would explain a lot, right? You know how, I mean, I fucking hate all those really shit games on Steam that are just like asset flips and stuff. I think, and this has only just occurred to me, the people buying those games or being happy with those games are the same people who would look at this and be like, yeah, I'll give it a go. It looks like trash, like actual trash. It looks dreadful. It's clearly just a crappy, lazily done mobile port. But it says free, so I'll try it. I think this is the same crowd. This is the same people who see these god-awful asset flip games. And they're like, well, it looks like shit, but it's only 50 cents, so I'll buy it. And then they complain because it's bad. I mean, the reviews for this game, there are like 68 reviews for this game, all negative. And they pretty much all revolve around bullshit pay to win. And I'm just sitting there like, of course it is. Of course it's pay to win. Look at it. Just look at it. How could it be anything but pay to win? It looks like the most mobile game that has ever been produced. Of course it's pay to win. None of these games that you take one look at and go, So that's been on iOS before then. None of them are ever actually free. That's not how it works. I mean, do people just have really short memories? Do they just forget that actually the chances are, if it says it's free and it looks like this, it's probably not going to be free. It's probably going to have some sort of pay to win element. I'm trying here. I'm trying. I just don't get it. I don't understand who is being sucked in by these things. Like, I don't understand who is looking at them and going, yeah, this game, this is the one for me. This is absolutely the one for me. Let's buy a fucking Elixir thing. This is what I want to be playing right now. This is the thing that will keep me going for the next God knows how long. Because it never is. If it says free and it looks like this, it's not going to be free. And it's also not going to be good. And that is not something that has happened recently. That's like a universal constant. That's what Steam is like. Oh dear me. Oh my god. It's just... It is so bad. And it makes so little sense to me that people would actually look at this and go, yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm liking the look of this. This has got potential. It hasn't. It hasn't. It never does. It never does have potential. And it never will, because it's not here to be a game for you to play. It's just something you just sink cash into. That's what it's for. That's what they want from you. They want to just sell you elixirs and then you drop the game, and that's all it's for. It's a fucking mobile game. I'm not going to ask what it's doing on Steam, because it's on Steam because people keep fucking playing them. And it must be a viable platform for this shit, otherwise they wouldn't keep doing it. But what I want to know is, who is the person who is doing this? Who is the person who has the power of a PC? The selection of Steam? You know, the sheer number of games that Steam has to offer. And yet they're going... No. I feel like the crappy mobile port is the way to go here. There's any number of other titles I could pick up. There's any number of other free games. There's any number of free-to-play games that I could play that would actually be in some way satisfying or interesting. But to be honest, fucking Medieval Defenders, that is what I'm really liking the look of right now. I mean, just look at it. It's an actual disgrace. And I don't get it. So, here's the question. Do you play these games? Do you see them on Steam? Do you download them? Do you give them a try? If so, why? Is it a budget thing? Is it a PC power thing? Is it just because you want to know how bad it is? Especially when it's free? Or is it just that, for some reason, this is like one of the most satisfying parts of Steam, being able to play stuff like this? I really genuinely want to know, because it's so weird. It's so just bafflingly random and odd that this is a thing, that is still appearing, that is still gaining traction, that people are still going for. Listen to it. What? Oh dear. Well, I'm going to go and delete this and never touch it again, because Jesus Christ, it's just awful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please give me some sort of answer, some sort of explanation. And if there is no explanation, then I guess it'll just remain one of life's eternal mysteries. What the hell is this, and why is it here? One of the oldest questions known to man. Here, have a shit rock effect. Terrible. I'll see you next time. Oh no.